Has anyone seen Shadow the Hedgehog? Yeah, alright, no, not that Shadow the Hedgehog, we've all seen him. I mean this Shadow the Hedgehog.
Ooh, y'all are really testing me on some stuff that I hate to say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street, I wouldn't know a thing.
A few months back in the early days of December, Build-A-Bear announced a new line of Sonic 3 plushes to coincide with the third Sonic movie's release. The line featured Sonic and Tails plushes, the likes of which Build-A-Bear had already released a few years ago for the second movie. But new this time was the Shadow plush. Obviously Shadow is a huge fan favourite, and with that came a lot of excitement and so a lot of demand. You'd think that a company as big as Build-A-Bear would have probably predicted that demand and stocked accordingly, but it became abundantly clear very early into its US launch that there simply wasn't enough supply, and Shadow became a scalper's daydream. I despise scalping culture for a number of reasons, but this is one of the worst situations I've personally seen lately. If you don't know, scalpers are people who buy out the stock of in-demand products at retail price, only to go on and sell them to the people that actually want them at higher prices. This has always been a problem. I remember Amiibo suffering massively from scalping culture a few years ago. But the prices and greed with Shadow in particular has been disgusting. In fact, the lowest price I've seen for a Shadow Build-A-Bear online is $350, and some listings even sold as high as $800. For some perspective, you could get a 1TB OLED Steam Deck and still have enough change left over for at least 2 major AAA releases for that money. It's insane. The Sonic community is passionate about this franchise, and especially about Shadow, and it sucks that some people would seek to take advantage of that and do so with such greed as to price them that highly. Scalping wasn't even an issue I really wanted to get into in this video, but it has to be mentioned because it's incredibly frustrating that this is now just an issue we're expected to live around. I've mentioned in previous videos that I live in the UK, and that's kind of what I want to focus on today. Way back on the 2nd of December, when Build-A-Bear announced the launch in the US, they added a vague "coming soon to the UK" to the end of their tweet. This vagueness was only the start of an incredibly confusing communication problem with their UK customers. We didn't hear much after that until eventually they ran UK ads to say that the plushes were now available online. These were only ads though. There wasn't an announcement post or anything like that, so whether or not you even knew they were available yet depended entirely on whether you got the ad in time, and everyone I've spoken to or seen talking about it wasn't even aware they were up online until they were already out of stock. Again, scalpers had seized the opportunity, and they have never been restocked since. I and many others still had hope though, because that same ad had said Tails was an online exclusive, but that the others would be coming to stores soon. There was no further official communication on a date, so I and many others began visiting local workshops to see if they knew. In my personal experience, my girlfriend works opposite our local Build-A-Bear and so has been checking multiple times a week since whether or not they actually have a Shadow in stock. At first, the staff would tell her, "Oh yeah, he's coming, we just don't know when." Then at one point that became, "He's coming soon, try checking this Saturday, that's when our new stock's due." Then again it was, "No, sorry, we still haven't heard anything." Slowly and slowly that became, "We're not getting him in stock." That is until by chance the manager of the store itself overheard and elaborated to her, "Yeah, we were supposed to be getting him a while ago, but we've heard nothing since. They haven't given us a date or anything and it's been total radio silence. So now we don't even know whether to expect him ourselves." Not only were Build-A-Bear not communicating about Shadow to their UK customers, they weren't even communicating to their UK stores. At first, I thought, well, maybe it's just my store, so I decided to look into it, and I discovered this Reddit post from 2 months ago. OP writes, "Anyone in the UK know what's going on with Shadow? Various staff and management said he was coming in store today, and they were in the back of the stores. But everyone I've spoken to, and I've phoned 2 stores, have said Shadow is gone, and is being taken down off the website and it's unknown if and when he'll get a restock." Someone else followed that up with, "Honestly getting so frustrated with it all. Just been into my local and they said they have no idea when they are getting them, but they will be at some point." Then further down the thread, OP elaborated again with, I've had multiple insiders corroborate that an email was distributed today stating no Sonic stuff was to be sold in the UK until January 16th, though none of the staff I spoke to would divulge why. Perhaps I'll just wait until then. They also went on to add, should be January 16th. They are actually in store now, as I've been shown one in the back. I'm just not allowed to buy them yet. Now, you might have guessed this, given it's been over a month since, but they did not get put up for sale in stores on the 16th of January after all. Another commenter then asked, hearing he's delayed until summertime now? Anyone with details? To which OP replied, yeah, that's the narrative I'm hearing now. Spoke to my usual people today and they have no idea. Build-A-Bear has left them totally in the dark date-wise. More recently, a second Reddit post went up, this time from a different poster. Here, OP claims, after calling up my local workshop just to check in about Shadow this morning, the woman on the other end said it has been confirmed that Shadow is online exclusive, so will not be available in stores. This is unfortunate for some, including me, however it's better than nothing. All we can do is keep checking the website in the coming days. That post was roughly a month ago, and the online situation hasn't changed since. The online listing also still maintains on the Sonic 3 page that only Tails is online exclusive. It's not until you actually click on Shadow himself that in very small font at the bottom of his own product page, it now says both not available online and online exclusive, not available for workshop pickup. Whatever stock of Shadow was intended for release in Build-A-Bear UK stores quite literally seems to have gone missing. Not only have we as customers not heard anything, but the staff themselves say they haven't either. The communication from Build-A-Bear has been flat out terrible. I hope we hear something soon, but at this point, it seems reasonable to me to assume that said stock will never see the light of day. It really sucks. It's not a licensing issue, Sonic and Tails are still available. It can't exactly be a stock issue yet because they never made it to the shelves to begin with. So I can't fathom any possible reason for Build-A-Bear to have pulled him. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's a little different from me, but we'll be back to our usual programming soon enough. I just felt like I had to talk about this. You know, we talk a lot about Shadow on this channel, he means a lot to me. And it just sucks that we as a community have not only had scalpers try to take advantage of us, but also no communication from the company themselves either. That being said, if you're new here and you like Shadow or Sonic in general, please do consider sticking around and let me know down below if you tried getting him yourself. I'd love to find out if you were successful in your respective quest for the ultimate life form, regardless of my own failure.
I hate this place. I want to go to Build-A-Bear.